Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Arad with the Mente Materia Long War Let's Play. For those of you who are familiar with the Let's Play, the previous mission, or the previous video ended with an Interceptor taking down an alien scout with 2 shots, 2 hits, and no damage taken. That guy was promoted. I'll go into his information once we get back to base. For now, though, we've got this UFO to clear. Now, a bit of a disclaimer. I totally ran this mission and was talking the entire time, and my recorder was not going. So, I know exactly what's going to happen with this mission. There's going to be 6 sectoids, 1 outsider. I know the exact map that's going to happen, and I'm fairly certain we're going to start in the same spot. So, if I'm rushing, that's probably why. I know exactly what's going to happen. Now, for people who are looking inside the UFO, you'll notice a lot of rookies. That's because all of my soldiers that were promoted were fatigued, and I'll go into the fatigue mechanic once we get back to base. For now, though, I did have to take one of the fatigue soldiers and promote her to a scout. The scouts are absolutely vital because they can go through Overwatch with lightning reflexes and hopefully avoid damage, thus allowing for the other soldiers to, move up without so much risk. The rookies that I've sent all have HE grenades, frag grenades, to hopefully destroy cover for aliens, which will allow for flanking shots for other soldiers. Other than that, it's fairly standard setup. We'll go ahead and get this started, and hopefully I'll have this one recorded.
Loud and clear, Big Sky. We'll monitor those readings from here. Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Alright, so, just taking a look at my soldiers here. Now, when I ran through this the first time and was not recording, the aliens were here, here, and all the way up here. And the outsider was right here. I do not know if that's going to be the same in this case, since my starting location is actually different. The last time I started, it was actually over in this corner. So we do have to proceed with some caution. I am going to have my scout lead the way. Normally my scout would have a motion tracker, which would allow me to gauge if there are aliens nearby, but possibly not within viewing distance. And I can't really risk going in for that second move since she could be flanked from the other directions. So we're just going to have my soldiers pile in behind this rock and this tree.
I'm on the move.
Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to try to get people moved up into locations where they can have a good angle for Overwatch shots in case the aliens patrol into their line of sight nearby.
Going for a single.
Now, I actually learned about this tip just recently. If you stagger your soldiers into kind of like a checker box formation when they go into Overwatch, that staggers their fire so that when the aliens are patrolling into them, they don't all fire at once at the same alien. So ideally, like let's say this guy here, Mr. Pointman, could get a shot, kill the first alien, and then the next one that comes into view could get picked off by these 2, as opposed to having all of them shoot the same guy at the same time.
I'm on the move.
All right. I can hear them.
Moving out.
On my way. Visual on the goods.
Meld can. We're going to have to make a slight detour to get that. Or not. Let's see here. I know I've got... of course, it doesn't show me the mobility of the soldiers through their stat screen. We're going to have Mr. Nunez go over and get that meld can just as soon as we're probably going to go up here into the trees and then just make a jump over to there. Since obviously we didn't activate the aliens that I thought were going to be here, they're obviously somewhere else. Hey, there we go. Aren't I glad I did not make a double move into the unknown. All right.
On the move.
So at this point, we just got to get people ready for Overwatch. And when I'd first run this mission, I came across the first pack. When I tried to make a flanking move on that, I activated the second pack. And then when I finally located the outsider, I activated the third pack just while trying to get close to him. So we are going to try, emphasis on try, take this as slowly as possible. I'm going to go ahead and, well, no, I kind of know where they are, so that probably won't be necessary. What I am going to do, though, is switch to pistol before I go into Overwatch. Oh! Like a boss. All right. Come on. Double move. You know you want to. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Didn't Overwatch? Didn't hunker down. Okay, that's... Well, maybe he double moved to there. Who knows? Anyway, let's go ahead and move up. I'm going to be trying, emphasis on trying, to spread out my kills a little bit to hopefully spread out the experience in the promotions so that we can get the maximum number of people out of rookie status. Now, unfortunately, the mission that I did not record got everyone promoted, so I'm hoping I can reproduce that for this mission. Alright, now I'm not going to be sending anyone else over here, because this guy will be able to get the meld can the next turn, and then we'll all mosey our way over to the UFO. Now, it's unfortunate that it's damaged the way it is, because it's very open, and if I try to approach it from this direction, I'll likely trigger the outsider. Since we know this door is closed, I'm going to try to go up through here to make the breach.
Moving out.
Of course, I do want to get my scout to toss a battle scanner in there just to see if we can locate where the outsider is. So we'll go ahead and do that now.
Big Brother is online.
Where is it? Walls. Okay, I was hoping he'd be closer to one of the walls because that would make an easier flank, but beggars can't be choosers. There's not much we can do about it now. Now, while I'm moving my soldiers, you may notice there are some new voice packs. Let's see here. There's Mr. Care. So, listen very closely. I believe he has a new British, or English-British voice pack.
Roger that.
Let's see here.
Affirmative. Moving out.
And then that person has another voice pack as well.
On the move.
Headed there now.
Heading to that location. Alien object in sight. Got it.
All right. Now, this presents an interesting scenario. Since I've got to go around to the front of the UFO anyway, I might just swing my soldiers in that direction, since I'm not certain where the other packs of aliens are. They could entirely be waiting like over here for me to try to make a long distance sprint.
Position confirmed.
Verstanden, Commander.
Corriendo. Affirmative.
Now, I should probably mention that a meld, at least in this early in the game, isn't too much of a factor in regards to, you know, research and building things. However, it is worth a significant amount early game, so it's good to get as much as you can as fast as you can.
Moving to possession.
Because you can always sell the meld early on if you need some cash to buy something, to recruit soldiers. I mean, it's just it's a lifesaver early on, just so you can close the gap in terms of getting the gear you need as quickly as you can. Hey, okay, there's one pack confirmed. What are the odds that the next pack is somewhere over here? Okay, we've got the wall.
Heading to that location.
I can't activate it this turn anyway, so I'll just go ahead and go to Overwatch there.
Begebe mich auf Position.
Getting it done.
I, for one, don't like the larger maps for small UFOs, just because you get a lot of this, which is just running around looking for the enemy. And it's especially annoying when you come across the last sectoid who decides to run away and hide in one corner of the map and just sit in Overwatch for like 50 turns while you play hide and seek looking for him.
On the move.
I'm rolling.
Now, those aliens are obviously going to be a problem once we get to the outsider, but that's not a problem we need to worry about quite yet. Right now, my main concern is the last alien pack. So I do not want to attempt to breach and potentially get aliens coming in from this direction and then coming around from this direction as well, because we need to kill that outsider as soon as possible. Just because he regenerates health, and he has a plasma rifle. It's a plasma carbine, actually, that does a significant amount of damage. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do is move my scout up to here.
Let's have a peek.
And throw a scanner there. I was fairly confident that they weren't there, but I just want to be certain. Now what I'm probably going to do is, because the outsider shard is right here, I'm going to get everyone into flanking position here, and then have somebody peek around the corner to activate the outsider. Hopefully, he will move in this direction to try and get a good cover on the guy who's making the activation. Now, because he's going to go in and cover over here, I can then run my soldiers around the side to flank and kill him in one turn. This is the plan. Now, we all know that no plan survives contact with the enemy, so we're probably going to be prepared for it to go all go to hell the moment we activate that outsider. Now, it's entirely possible that we'll end up activating those sectoids over here when we do that, but that's just going to be something else that we'll need to plan for.
Roger, Dodger.
Roger that.
And to plan for that, I'm actually going to have that person sit right there, and he's going to just go on Overwatch for the entire time until we are, until we have that outsider dead.
Okay.
Verstanden. Los geht's.
Manos a la obra.
Oh, that might let me do my activation without. So I'm gonna run around the corner here, hopefully activate that outsider. He's going to run into cover over here, in theory, and then we'll go from there. So let's do it.
Enemy spotted.
That was planned. I kind of expected that to happen.
They're shifting their attack.
That was not quite the way I wanted it to be, but I can live with that. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is get that outsider dead. And the fastest way to do that is to destroy his cover. So we are going to bomb him. Let's see here.
Eat this.
And that did exactly nothing. He is in a position where I can't get a very good flank on him due to the due to those guys. However, and I can't exactly come around here to flank these guys since that last pod could be in this direction. So we are presented with an interesting conundrum. Let's go ahead and get our shot. Well, let's try one more grenade, and then we'll go ahead with the shotgun and just bum rush the guy. Hey, there we go. Of course, I'll send the shotgun person in, but I'm going to have that person take the last shot if necessary, because we want to spread the experience out as much as we can.
Heading there now.
There we go.
Start keeping score.
I'm on it, Commander.
All right. From here, we just got to mop up the pod that's been activated and find the last pod wherever it may be lurking.
Headed there now.
Bestätige.
Pistol Overwatch. Oh, snap! I was not anticipating that. Although that makes things convenient now that we know where the last pack is. If only I had someone within grenade range. Now that alien is an Overwatch, which means we've got to move our scout ahead to burn the Overwatch to allow my other soldiers to advance. I can't exactly move them up to here because these aliens may scamper in this direction, which makes it very easy for them to move around the corner and flank. I may have to double move. Since these are the last aliens, it would be a safe thing to, well, relatively safe, to double move over here. Or heck, I can even double move over to here, which would trigger a flank from him, which would be enough to motivate him to move and hopefully get caught by Overwatch. Let's go ahead and do that. She's so good at dodging, she doesn't even look at the person who's shooting at her.
Heading there now.
Now, that guy's unfortunately going to be... Oh, I guess not. Okay. Thought he was going to be blocked by the tree there, but... Yeah. In my experience, any shot that's under 80% will miss. But hey, that's XCOM, baby, right? Alright, so I'm going to see if I can destroy that tree with a grenade. Or just kill the sectoid behind it. Either one's going to work at this point. And I could do neither, which also works. Just takes a little bit longer to get things done.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm on the move.
At this point, I think we're just going to need to put people into Overwatch to keep them from moving. Or hopefully clip a sectoid that does decide he wants to move.
That's affirmative.
Oh, that's XCOM, baby. Oh, no! This isn't part of the plan, guys! That was part of the plan.
Gone.
Alright, so we've got 2 aliens left. One here, one somewhere over here. My scout is panicked, which means I cannot rely on lightning reflexes to help out. However, this guy here can come around and hopefully not miss. I said not miss. You missed. Now, if this guy wasn't panicked, I could have him come around and flank, but if wishes were horses. Alright. Let's just make things interesting.
Headed there now.
Got it covered.
Oh, that was very lucky. I just entered this alien's visual range, and if I had gone one tile further, I would have triggered Overwatch. So we're going to sit here and stare at each other. Point our weapons menacingly.
Solid copy.
Got it. Moving.
What? No! Oh, come on! That is bullshit.
Adjusting aim.
I'm really wishing I would have saved my first playthrough that didn't record, because that didn't happen. Well, that is military grade bullshit, but we will get past this. We will grenade the heck out of him.
Frag out. Mission accomplished.
Well, that is not the result I was hoping to get, but it could have been worse. Let's just move on. Our one scout that we had promoted is now dead. We're going to have to be promoting some others out of the pool that survived. Not the result I was hoping for. Really wish I would have recorded that first playthrough, because no one died, everyone got promoted, and everyone lived to die another day. Let's go ahead and get my junk sold, and I'll go over my base construction. Since some folks had asked about that. Obviously, I'm excavating here. What I'm probably going to do initially is build a fusion reactor and then a steam reactor to give me enough power to actually expand. From there, I'm going to be building elevators so that I can build a block of steam reactors either here or down here. I haven't really made my mind up. And then once those are built, I'll destroy these power vents and build an engineering block right here. Obviously, these are going to be my satellite block. It's probably going to be uplink, 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 and then nexus, nexus, nexus. That'll give me enough satellites to give full coverage for all the countries. And then from down here, we'll be adding the research block for labs to hopefully get our research going as quickly as we can. Of course, that's all just a preliminary idea. That may change going forward. It really depends upon, how things fall out. Now, you may have some folks may have noticed there was a difference in my money from the end of the last video. I decided to go ahead and build another satellite. I'm hoping to have another a satellite uplink up before April, so that we can hopefully get more money before the next month starts. And we'll go ahead and get the scan going. If memory serves, we should be getting into abduction.
Commander,
light.
multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked.
And okay, so now some folks may notice there in the upper left-hand corner there's a brief description of what the next map is going to be. Excuse me. So this gives us a pretty good idea on what we may need to bring. Obviously, if it's one or more structures in a remote location, snipers might be beneficial. If it's an a dense urban setting, then snipers might be less effective. It really depends upon what kind of maps we get. And at this point, since we don't have a whole lot, we are just going to have to pick something and run with it. Now, unfortunately, because my scout is dead, she would have been wounded anyway because she was fatigued when she was deployed. I'm going to have to pick a new person to act as our scout. Now, in the spirit of our... I could take one of the 15s, but since we're doing this for fun and because Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, we're going to go with Mr. Kojima. Have him be a scout. Now, you may have noticed that his... for some reason, my weapon replacer is not working. Anyway, you may notice that his colors and headgear changed when he was promoted. This was a part of the texture pack that I've... Or not the texture pack. This is part of the INI edits that I changed that modifies what they look like when they're promoted to a different class. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give him a shotgun, because shotguns are pretty darn beefy early on in the game. I don't have enough time to wait for my battle scanners to finish, so I'm going to... Not battle scanners, motion trackers. Once they're done, though, they always go on my scout, but for now, we're going to have to live with the battle scanners. I'm going to go ahead and get rookies filled in now. I'm going to go ahead and pause at this point, just because it's going to probably take me 5 to 10 minutes to get everything set up, and this is just going to be me picking rookies and going forward. I'll show everyone what I have before I get before I start the mission, though. All right, so I've gotten my squad all set up. I primarily chose rookies based on their mobility, since early on we need to get soldiers that can move around as quickly as possible. Later game, we'll be getting armors that will be adding mobility, and then there are some items that can increase mobility as well. For now, though, we've got to rely on the good old Mark I legs to get us where we need to go as quickly as possible. I've added both types of grenades for every soldier. just because I like having the ability to destroy cover, but I've also run into some situations where I do not want to destroy cover, like if they're hiding behind a milk can, or if I open up a door and they're right on the other side of the wall and my soldier can't move away. Everyone's got assault rifles to hopefully give us good enough damage to actually damage things, while giving us enough mobility to get where we need to go. But that is going to be the start for the next video. For now, I just wanted to show everyone my squad composition. With the next video, I'll likely be able to bring more soldiers along than just the scout that are actually promoted, and from there I'll be able to go over how I make my squads and the roles I have each soldier fill. For now, though, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and hopefully we will complete a mission without someone dying. Thanks again for tuning in.